Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome to Robert Sports Show. I'm your host, Robert. All right, NASCAR Cup Series, Foxwood Resort Casino 301 from New Hampshire. 318.53 miles, 301 laps, 3 stages, 75, 110, and 116. I believe we should have a competition caution like a lap 25. They typically do that when we don't have qualifying. You can run about 90 laps on tank and Sunoco fuel. So you're pitting in both stages, second and third stage. What kind of pit strategies are people going to work out? Do we want to save a set of tires just in case we get a caution there at the end, like we did in Atlanta? Do we want to just split the stages in half and call it good? Are people going to maybe stop at the competition caution, stay out at the stage break, and then pit during stage 2? Maybe pit at the end of stage. Yeah, I mean, there's so many different strategies you can do. Pop in with 2 laps to go in the stage, so you start off. So that can be really, really interesting what we do here. Kevin Harvick has won 2 of the last 3 Cup races at New Hampshire. Ford has won 3 straight in the last 8 races at New Hampshire. Toyota's won 4. Ford has won 4. The last Chevrolet to win in New Hampshire was in 2012. It was Hendrick Motorsports, just happened to be the number 5 for Casey Kane. That 5 is pretty fast this year, too. We have 21, after 21 races, we've got 5 races left. We've had 12 different winners. So if we can have a repeat winner at New Hampshire, that's going to leave 4 races with 12 different winners. So that will lock Michael McDowell into the playoffs. Because right now, we can still have 17 different winners. And if whoever's at the 17, whoever that 17th is, get the lowest points, even though they got to win, they're not in the playoffs. Now, the scenario that I came up with earlier, it's not likely to happen, but it is possible at this point. What if we have 5 different winners in the next 5 races? So we end the season with 17 different winners. One of the winners, so what was my scenario line? 16 different winners. So we have 16 different winners. Okay? 16 different winners, 16 playoff spots. But Denny Hamlin wins the regular season title with no wins. So your regular season champion wouldn't even make the playoffs. We have 16 different winners. So yeah, if we have 16 different winners this year, the only person that's in the playoffs or in the top 17 in points that doesn't win is Denny Hamlin. He's your regular season champion without a win. That is a possibility of mathematically happening in 2021. What would NASCAR do? They're so big on when you're in. Have they even thought that scenario could happen? So you would have it that if that scenario happens, you have Michael McDowell would more than likely be the last person in points. Even if he's not, I'm just going to use him as an example. Say Michael McDowell is 17 in points. 16 different winners. Denny Hamlin wins the regular season. No wins. Technically wouldn't make the playoffs. He would have 400 more points than your last person in your playoffs. He's your regular season champion, not in playoffs. I don't know if NASCAR has even thought of this, how they, if you win the regular season championship, are you automatically in the playoffs? I've not heard that. It may be there. So if you know that for a fact or know where I can find that information, please comment below. But yeah, so that's the scenario that I came up with. I'm like, ooh, that would be interesting. So Denny Hamlin leading the points. He's got 10 points over Kyle Larson for the regular season championship. He's got 14 top 10s and no wins in 2021. Kyle Larson is second, 4 wins, 14 top 10s. Kyle Busch, 2 wins, 14 top 10s. William Byron, 1 win, 14 top 10s. Chase Elliott, 2 wins, 12 top 10s. Joey Logano, 1 win, 12 top 10s. Martin Truex Jr., 3 wins, 11 top 10s. Ryan Blaney, 1 win, 10 top 10s. 9th in points right now is Kevin Harvick. He's got 14 top 10s this year. He is plus 63 to the cut line. Brad Keselowski with 8 top 10s and 1 win. Alex Bowman sitting 11th in points with 3 wins and 11 top 10s. 12th in points is Austin Dillon plus 8 to the cut line with 6 top 10s. 13th in points, Tyler Reddick. He is the cut line right now with 11 top 10s because 14, 15, and 16 in points each have 1 win. Kurt Busch, who won last week, Christopher Bell, and Michael McDowell. Kurt Busch has 7 top 10s, Bell has 8 top 10s, and McDowell has 5 top 10s. So right now, Michael McDowell has 436 points. Christopher Bell has 492. Kurt Busch has 530. So right now, if there is whatever scenario that Michael McDowell is outside the top 16 and everybody above him, if he's the 17th winner, he goes home. But as long as we have a repeat winner in New Hampshire, that gives us 12 different winners with 4 races to go. Everyone that's got to win is locked in. Unless Denny doesn't win, and then that could be very interesting. All right, at New Hampshire, of the last 3 races, like I said, Kevin Harvick's got 2 wins, averaging 2.3. Can he turn his 2021 season around here? Martin Truex Jr., 4.33. Denny Hamlin, 5.6, average in 3 races, but back-to-back second places. Eric Almirola, 7th place. Can he turn his 2021 season around? Phil Logano, 7.3. Cole Custer, 8th, average in 1 race. Matt DiBenedetto, Matty D, 2 races. And so he's averaged a 6.5 in the last 3, average of 5.5 in the last 2. He is currently 138 points out of the playoffs. He has to win to get into the playoffs. He's got an audition for the next, 15 races to see where he goes next year. And we all know what the news came out. Harrison Burton taking over 21. Austin Cindric taking over the Penske number 2. I know when Brad Keselowski talked about, the rumors all popped up about him going to Jack Roush as part owner and driving for him. Everybody just assumed that Matty D had a chance to stay. I know it was announced last year that Austin Cindric would be in 21 and 2022. And he's such a fan-friendly guy, just a good competitor. Just, seems in interviews and stuff, just a really nice guy. I hate that he's in the position he is, but again, it's sports back performance. It's not anybody's fault. Things happen, sponsors happen, etc. What I want to see from Matt Benedetto, I want him to take kind of like the John Hunter Nemechek line. Don't run in a back-of-the-pack cup car when you can go to Xfinity or truck and run up front. I think what John Hunter's doing, like you said, he's going back to the truck series, wins. He's after wins. He'll win the championship this year more than likely. He's got a bunch of wins. Put him in good equipment, he's in front of the field. I think Matty D needs to step back. I know he looks at it as a demotion. It's not that way. Go to the Xfinity series. Maybe talk to Roger Penske about driving that 22 car that Cindric's leaving. Go win you a Xfinity Series championship, or at least run for a championship. When other riders start opening up next year, then maybe you'll be right back to the Cup Series. But that's just my opinion. Again, I'm not in his position. I don't know what I would do if I was him. But you've seen what John Hunter's doing in winning races, and it's always an option. All right, for the last 2 years, 2020 and 2021, on the mile tracks, which is New Hampshire, Dover, and Phoenix. There are some things that translate between Phoenix and New Hampshire. Dover, it is a high bank mile track, but still it's a mile track. Logano, of those 3 tracks, Joey Logano's averaged 4.1, 7 top 10s, 1 win. Kyle Larson in 3 races, an average of 4.3. Harvick 4.4 with 1 win. Brad Keselowski 7.2 with a win. Denny Hamlin 8.0. Martin Truex 9.8. Chase Elliott 9.8. And Alex Bowman 12.1. They all had wins. So my 3 picks to win at New Hampshire. Kevin Harvick. I think he's got 2 wins. He's going to turn around his 2021 season. he's going to get that win, get himself locked into the playoffs. Again, that'll make 13 different winners with 4 races left. So yeah, even though he's currently plus 63 to the cut line, it's still a different winner. So that changes the dynamic of everything. That actually pushes Tyler Reddick out. And actually, no, Tyler Reddick would stay where he's at. It wouldn't change in who's currently in the top 16. Kyle Larson, the last car besides a Ford or Toyota to win here was the 5 of Hitter Motorsports. Why not Kyle? Then I'm picking Joe Gibbs Racing. And I say that, and I do that in the truck series a lot with KBM. I'm picking Joe Gibbs Racing because Truex has a chance to win. Denny Hamlin has a chance to win. I can't choose between the two of them, so we'll just pick all of Joe Gibbs Racing. So those are going to be my picks here for the Foxwood Resort Casino 301 from New Hampshire. We have 2 off weeks for the all 3 NASCAR series due to the Olympics. So everything will resume. Let's see here. Looks like about the 4th, 5th-ish, maybe the 7th, whatever that week. We got one of that weekend. We got all 3 series: Truck, Xfinity, and Cup. So we get 2 weeks off. Here on our sports show, we'll have a lot of wrestling. We will have CFL. That starts back up. So yeah, definitely check out Robert Sports Show. Even though NASCAR won't be happening, there'll be videos happening. As always, thanks for watching Robert Sports Show. Don't just have a great day. Have a spoopy day. Robert Sports Show, your YouTube leader in sports channel content.